She married him in the spring. 6 months later, she disappeared. And so did $200,000. No fight, no warning, no goodbye. Just a note on the kitchen counter that said, "I'm sorry, I had no choice." But that wasn't true. She had a choice. She just made hers carefully, very carefully. Daniel Brooks was 42. Divorced, no kids, quiet life. He worked in logistics, steady income, predictable routine. The kind of man who locked his doors twice. The kind who believed paperwork mattered. The kind who thought love, if it came again, would be simple. Then he met Ava. It happened the way these things always do now. Online. Her profile was understated. No flashy poses, no dramatic captions. Just soft photos, calm smile, intelligent eyes. She said she was 34, interior designer. Recently moved to the city. Their first conversation lasted 4 hours. She listened. That's what he remembered most. She listened like his words mattered. Within weeks, she felt familiar. Within months, she felt essential. She remembered his coffee order, his mother's birthday, the story about how his ex-wife hated thunderstorms. She never judged, never argued, never raised her voice. If anything, she felt too good to be real. But loneliness has a way of silencing doubt. They married 3 months after meeting. Small ceremony, no big crowd. She said her parents had passed away. No siblings. No close friends in the city yet. "It's just us," she would whisper. And he liked the sound of that. Just us. The first sign was subtle. She asked about his savings, not suspiciously, just curious. They were married now, she said. Transparency matters, he told her. $223,000. Years of careful investing. No gambling. No flashy spending. She looked impressed. Not greedy. Just impressed. That's what he thought. Month 4. She suggested combining finances. "It makes things easier," she said softly. He hesitated. She didn't push. She just looked hurt. And somehow that was worse. So he agreed. Month 5. She talked about starting a small design studio. She had plans, sketches, a vision board. She needed seed money. Not all of it, she assured him. Just enough to get started. He transferred $200,000 into their joint account. The next morning, she made him pancakes, kissed him on the cheek, told him he believed in her more than anyone ever had. He felt proud, important, chosen. Month 6. She woke up before him, left the house around 7, said she had an early supplier meeting. She never came back. At first, he wasn't worried. Traffic, delays, dead phone battery. By evening, he called, straight to voicemail. Midnight, her social media accounts were gone. Morning, the joint account was empty, $200,000 withdrawn. Wire transferred overseas, no trace of her design studio, no registered business, no supplier meeting, no Ava. The note sat on the counter. "I'm sorry, I had no choice." But investigators later confirmed something chilling. She did have a choice. She'd done this before. Twice. Different cities, different names, different men. Same pattern, dating apps, fast emotional bonding, quick marriage. Joint accounts, business dream, disappearance. In one case, she vanished with $80,000. In another, $150,000. Daniel was simply the biggest payout. But here's where it gets darker. The woman he knew as Ava, that wasn't even her real face. Most of her online photos were subtly edited. Different hair color in each city. Different birth date. Different backstory. Her real name is still unknown. Authorities believe she changes identities every year, and she's likely still out there, listening, studying, waiting. Daniel sold the house, moved apartments, closed every account. But money wasn't the worst part. It was the silence. The realization that every memory had been calculated, every smile rehearsed, every I love you strategically placed. He replayed conversations for months, trying to find the crack in the mask. There wasn't one. She never slipped. Not once. Psychologists call it targeted emotional fraud, but that term feels too clean, too clinical. What she did wasn't just theft, it was infiltration. She didn't break into his house. She was invited in. And here's the part that keeps investigators awake. She studies her targets, men with stable incomes, recently divorced, limited family involvement, minimal social media presence, low noise, low resistance, high trust capacity, if you think that sounds specific. It is, because somewhere right now, she's probably married again, smiling again, listening again, learning bank balances, waiting for month 6. And when she leaves that quiet little note, it will probably say the same thing. I'm sorry. But she won't be. So if someone moves too fast, if the connection feels engineered, if transparency suddenly becomes urgent, slow down, ask questions, protect your accounts. Love carefully, because sometimes the person who feels like destiny is just doing research, and somewhere in a different city, $200,000 later, she's already planning her next wedding. Fade to black.